Hello. If you can see me all right. Try to move this up a little bit. Can have a good sort of view. Great. Hello and welcome. My name is Katya. Today I'll be leading us through a 60-minute Hatha flow. Before we get started, this that originates in India. And today we will be practicing asanas, which is one of the 8 limbs of the practice of yoga. So yeah, I just want to put that out there. There's so much to learn about yoga beyond just the practice that we're going to do today or the asana practice in general. I highly recommend that if you're interested in it, go and check it out. So it is now 4:02. I'm going to set a little timer for myself. So that I don't go over. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. As we get started, if you want to just find a comfortable seated position for yourself, I like to sit in half lotus. If you'd like to cross your legs, that's fine. If you'd like to sit on your knees, that's also fine. Whatever's comfortable for you. As soon as you find a comfortable position, make a note of your alignment. See that your shoulders are on top of your hips. If you're sitting the way that I am, see if you can balance on your tailbone. They're a little bit further back than what you would first admit. This is the floor creaking. Then go ahead, gently close your eyes. Placing your hands either face down on your knees or face up, or if you'd like, fold it in your lap, whatever's comfortable for you. Then inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Throughout our practice, we're going to be breathing in and out through our nose, as our nose does a very good job of heating the air that we breathe in and clarifying it. And as we breathe today, also see if you can deepen your breaths. We often breathe very shallowly, either just in our face space or through our neck or just to our chest. But see if you can really breathe all the way down into your diaphragm. Really make room for your lungs to expand. And with each inhale, kind of lengthen your back. Make sure that you're standing up straight, sitting up straight. Every exhale, go ahead and exhale any tension in your body. The next inhale, we're going to stretch up. And exhale, roll our neck over to the left and down. Inhale as you roll back. Exhale down. Go ahead and go with your own breath. Try to keep your movements aligned with your breath. Going as slowly or as quickly as your breath takes you. Switch direction. And with the next exhale, we can just let our head roll for a second. Inhale, come back to center. As we get started with our practice today, see if you can set an intention for your practice, whether that is to focus on your breathing or to increase your flexibility or to let go of any emotions or physical tension you may be holding, or to just bring a little bit more peace into the world through your own self. Go ahead and set an intention for yourself that you can carry with you and come back to whenever your mind might wander throughout the practice. We're going to roll out our hands, bring them out in front of us. Roll our wrists out to the side. And roll them the other way. We're going to inhale, extend our arms out, palms up. Exhale, bring our palms to our shoulders. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring them in. Inhale, extend. We're going to drop our hands open so that they're down on the ground. And if this is a good stretch for you, you can stay here. Otherwise, bring your hands to touch the ground in front of you, wherever is comfortable. And gently try to bring your wrist down to the ground. The inside of your elbow should be rotated so that your inside of your elbow is facing forward. Just feel that nice little stretch through the front of your arms. And breathing while we're here, trying to keep a relatively straight back. We're not hunched over, but we're keeping our shoulders away from our ears. Inhale, come up, and exhale. Go ahead and stretch out. Flip your hands over so that the backs of your palms are on the ground. And the insides of your arms are now facing each other. We're gonna, again, extend our arms out and press. Exhale, bring our hands to our shoulders, and inhale, we're gonna rotate our elbows back, trying to make a wide circle. Try to bring them to touch behind you, down and up in the front. Bring them to touch. Exhale, open as wide as you can. See if you can get them to touch behind you. Inhale, come up. Exhale, roll all the way back. And go with your own breath, whatever's comfortable for you. And go ahead and switch direction. Inhale, come back. Exhale, down to the front. Inhale, back. Exhale through the front. One more rotation. And relax. Now before we get started, we're going to do basically the same thing with our feet. So go ahead and bend what you want. You can either have both your knees out in front of you, your feet down on the ground. You can bend your left knee under if that's more comfortable for you. We're going to take our hands and interlace them underneath our right knee. And inhaling, we're going to extend our leg out straight in front of us. And exhale, we're going to pull into our chest. Inhale, extend out. Make sure that your back is also straight in. And exhale, pull in. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, pull in. A few more times with your own breath. Inhale out. Exhale in. Try to stay balanced on those tailbones. Inhale. Exhale. And while we're still here holding our foot, go ahead and just give your ankle a little roll around. And in the other direction. And relaxing our foot, go ahead and start rolling from the knee, drawing big circles with your toes or your heel. Outward, clockwise. This is I'm going to look counterclockwise to you. It's clockwise to me. And then the other direction. Great. And now if you wanna, yeah, I guess we'll do this now. Bringing your left foot out a little bit in front of you. We're gonna take our right ankle and stack it over our left knee. Feeling a nice little stretch in our hip, wherever our knee's at. Mine is definitely not very far down. I've got all this space. Wherever you're at, so you feel that stretch right in your bottom. And with these, if we want to inhale and stand up and then exhale, release that tension that we're feeling through this stretch. Push our knee down just a little bit further. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, push down. And once you get to a comfortable position, don't push yourself too hard. Just go ahead and feel that stretch where you are. Keep breathing. And if you want to stay here, you can stay here. Otherwise, another stretch that I really like is take your foot, bottom of your foot, and you cradle it in your left elbow, supporting your ankle so it doesn't turn. And then grabbing the outside of your foot with your right elbow. So you're like holding a baby. This is a slightly different stretch, but also through that back part of your quads. Try to keep your back as straight as you can. It's a little bit hard in this position, but really aim for that. Try to maintain that alignment. And again, breathing straight in and exhaling, releasing any tension that you might be holding there. Ah, there you go. That was a squawk. Sorry about that. Two more breaths. Inhaling, exhaling through your nose. If your mind starts to wander, bring your attention back to your breath or back to the intention that you set at the beginning of this practice. Inhale and exhale, go ahead and release if you want to grab your toe to help you bring it out. And set it back down on the ground. Okay, telling me my internet connection is unstable. All right, I think I figured it out. Let me know if there's any problems. I'll try to figure it out. So go ahead and just, I guess you should see better if it's like this, but stretch your legs out in front of you and just give them a little shake. See if you can feel a difference between your right and your left legs. Oh, thank you, legs. We're gonna take our right leg, stack it underneath us, however's comfortable. Again, we're gonna interlace our fingers underneath our left leg and inhale, we're gonna extend our leg out in front of us and exhale, pull it into our chest. Inhale, extend, exhale, pull in. And go with your own breath. Try to keep this whole movement going with your breath. So extending for the whole inhale, contracting for the whole exhale, so you're in some constant movement. Let's do two more. And again, seeing if you can maintain that balance on your tailbone. Sometimes I mess up too. Trying to keep your back straight and your shoulders aligned with your hips. Exhale, pull in. Now we can relax a little bit. Readjust. And go ahead and roll that ankle out. And in the other direction. Lovely. Now for a little bit of a hip opener. If you I didn't mention this earlier, but if it's easier for you to place your hip out or your foot out in front of you, that's a good hip stretch. You can do that. But what I would recommend is taking your foot and trying to place your ankle over your knee. Inhaling, sitting up straight, and exhaling, releasing that knee over our other ankle and gently applying just a little bit of pressure. Exhaling that tension that you may feel in your hip. Inhale, sit up straight, exhale, push down. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And on your next inhale, gonna get that baby pose going again. Cradling your right foot, left foot in your right elbow, and your left elbow around your left knee. And again, like this is a really hard pose to be fully straight backed in, but do your best. I'm also suffering a bit, you can tell. With every inhale, try to sit up a little bit straighter. And exhale, pull your knee in a little bit closer until you get to a comfortable position, and then go ahead and just stay there, enjoying that nice stretch at the back of our quad, those glutes. And exhaling. Bring both your legs out in front of you and give them a shake. Now see if your left and right sides feel a little bit more in touch with one another. Give me 1 second. Hi, how are you? Just came in the yoga class. I just want to let you know. All right, so we're back here. Let's do one more hip opener down on the ground. If you bring your bottoms of the soles of your feet to touch and let your knees fall out to the side, wherever you are, wherever is comfortable for you. If you'd like to, we'll try to stand up, sit up straight. And then, if possible, leaning forward just a little bit, applying a little bit of pressure to those knees. If you'd like, you can lean forward a little bit farther, but try to keep your back straight in this. So you're not trying to get your head to your toes, but if anything, you're trying to get your chest to your toes. Exhale and release. Now coming onto our back, so we're on the seated position, go ahead, just gently roll onto your back. We're gonna come into happy baby. So you're gonna take your hands, grab the outsides of your feet, go ahead and just extend your feet up into the air and find some comfortable movement here. Try extending one leg at a time. If you roll over a little bit, that's fine. It's part of the fun. Great. And once you feel good with that, go ahead and give yourself a little roll up. A little spinal massage. And come to seated and seated. We're going to come all the way up to standing. So here we are in standing. We're going to come to Samastiti. In this position, the balls of your feet, your toes should be touching. If you can have your heels touch as well, that's fine. However, for me, that means that my knees touch and want them to be a little bit farther apart. So I'm just going to move my heels out a little bit so that my knees are separate and facing forward. You want your hips to be directly above your ankles and your shoulders directly above your hips. So we're going to inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, bring our hands down, heart center all the way down to the ground. Now inhale, we're going to flat back, look forward. And exhale, bend your knees. Releasing your head and your neck. Inhale, we're going to extend our legs straight. Exhale, we're going to bend forward. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come forward. 2 more. Inhale, straighten your legs. Exhale, bend. This time we're going to inhale and stretch all the way up. We're going to go ahead and step, jump, or float to the back of your mat into plank. We are in plank. Trying to keep your body straight all the way across. Looking forward. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga, keeping your elbows in close to your chest. Bring your chest, chin, knees, chest and chin down to the ground. Hips should be up a little bit. And release the legs behind us and come up. Inhale, either to cobra or to upward facing dog as you prefer. If you feel any pinching in your lower back, come down to cobra or down to baby cobra for a gentle back bend. Inhale up, exhale. We're going to roll over our toes, back down into downward facing dog. We're going to take 5 breaths here, and as we're here, go ahead and just pedal out your feet a little bit. Get those hamstrings going. Once you get a good position, go ahead and just stay there. You should be splayed out in front of you. Grounding down through your heels. Try to get your heels on the ground. Don't worry about if they don't quite reach. Breathing in and out through your nose. Next inhale, we're going to look forward, bend our legs, and walk, jump, or float to the top of our mat. And exhale, release. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Exhale, hands down through heart center, back to Samastiti. Great, so we're going to do that 3 more times, and then we'll move on to a few variations and do a nice little standing series, and then see where we're at. So inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, down through heart center. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend forward, bend your knees, and jump or step to your mat. Come to plank. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga, knees, chest, and chin to the ground. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra, whichever is more comfortable for you. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna hold this for 5 breaths. Try to stay in that position. In the first 2 breaths, you can make your adjustments, then just stay where you're at. Paying attention to how your body feels. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees, and walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands down through heart center. One more of those. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, bend down, hands through heart center. Come down to the ground. Inhale, flat back. Looking forward, exhale, release. Inhale, back into chaturanga or into plank. Exhale, down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold this for 5 breaths. And every breath, try to make it deeper. Inhale, look forward. Bend your knees and walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Exhale, inhale, we're gonna look all the way up. Exhale, come all the way down. All right, we're gonna work a chair. What did I say? We're gonna work a chair pose into here. So now, instead of coming up through the sides, we're gonna kind of come up forward. So inhale, we're gonna bend our knees and come back like we're sitting on a chair. Being mindful to not let your knees go in front of your toes, because that'll strain your ankles. So keeping your knees bent, but bending more through your hips. Inhale, bring your arms up. I'm gonna hold this for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale and hold. Last one, inhale. Exhale, come down, release. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, we're gonna step back in plank and through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold this for 3 breaths. The next breath, we're gonna look forward, bend our knees, and walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, we're gonna come all the way. Exhale, release. All right, now we're gonna add a little bit more onto that. So inhale, we're gonna come back into chair pose. Inhale, come up. Hold this for 5 breaths. Trying to keep your back straight. If possible, don't overarch it and don't curve it. Just try to keep it straight. Inhaling, gazing up. Four. 5, and exhale, come down through center. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend down, jump back through plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. And upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here we are in downward facing dog. We're gonna lift our right foot up, high to the sky. Go ahead and exhale and open it up. Over left side, feeling a nice stretch in that front hip. Now inhale, extend back. And place that right foot next to your right hands. We're gonna come up. To a salutation, bring your hands up to the sky. And letting your gaze follow also up to the sky. Hold this for 3 breaths. And exhale, back down into plank. Take a breath here. And exhale down to chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. See if you can feel the difference between your left and your right side here. We're going to inhale, come all the way up with our left leg. And open up to the side, stacking those hips. Feeling that stretch through your front left hip. Inhale, extend out behind you. And then bring your left foot up to your left arm. Bring yourself all the way up to runner's lunge, more or less. And take 3 breaths here, in and out through your nose. One more inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Bring your hands to the ground. Back into plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From here, we're going to look up at the top of our mat, bend our knees, and walk, step, or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up. And exhale, come all the way down. That was a lot of forward bending, and for me, I'm feeling some tightness in my chest. So before we move on, I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to interlace them behind me. I'm going to rotate my shoulders back. Feel that stretch my front chest. Another stretch that you can do is you can grab both your elbows behind your back and roll your shoulders back and open up. If you'd like something a little bit deeper, you can also roll your shoulders back, bring your hands to prayer behind you. And take a breath here. Exhale and release. Oh, you want to just go ahead and keep your arms a little shake. Move around. Great. Let's do a little bit more, something like that. We're going to inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend down. Inhale, we're going to step our right foot back, left foot front. Bring our knee down to the ground. And just come to sitting so we can feel that stretch in our front hips. Inhale. If you have bad knees, this would be a good time to place a blanket or a towel underneath your knees so that it's not too much pressure. Inhale and release. We're going to take our left foot, step back to meet our right. Let's go straight into downward facing dog. Hold out here for a second. And inhale, bring your right foot forward to meet your right hand. Drop your left knee, and again, pushing yourself up to feel that nice stretch through your front quad. Breathing deeply in and out through your nose. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, we're going to place our hands down on the ground. We're just going to bring our right foot back to meet our left, come to tabletop. So our knees should be underneath our hips. Our feet should be flat on the ground. our wrists underneath our shoulders and our back straight. Now inhale, we're gonna arch our back, look up to the sky. And exhale, go ahead and curve in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Two more with your own breath. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, curve in. One more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. I'm going to come back to a child's pose here. This might be a good spot to sort of take a break. If you'd like another stretch during this time, staying where you are here, you can come down to your elbows. So your elbows down in front of you. And push yourself back, trying to place your head down on the ground in front of your elbows. Feeling a stretching through your chest. And come back up. And exhale. Breathing here for as this feels comfortable for you. Inhale, we're going to come back up to tabletop. And from tabletop, we're going to reach our left hand up to the sky. Exhale, go ahead and thread it back through your backside body, allowing for a twist. Inhale, reach all the way up, opening those shoulders. Exhale, reach back and twist. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, back. And this time we're going to stay here, let our left shoulder fall to the ground, rest our head on the ground, and open up our right arm up to the sky. If you'd like, you can cross that right arm behind, twist it over to give yourself another twist. If not, go ahead and just keep your arm up towards the sky, following your gaze over your fingertips. And holding this pose. Exhale, come undone. Go ahead and place your right hand back on the ground. Inhale, push up, back to tabletop. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, reach all the way up with your right hand. Exhale, thread it through. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread through. And go ahead and open up your left arm up to the sky. Let your gaze follow your left hand straight up. If you'd like, for an additional stretch, you can curve your left arm over and grab your right thigh, continuing to gaze up towards the sky. And deep breaths. Exhale, come back to tabletop. Oh. And go ahead and give your chest a nice little roll out after all of that good twisting. Great, now from tabletop, we're going to go ahead and just push straight back into downward facing dog. And trying to keep our hands planted firmly on the ground, pushing back, shoulders away from our ears, tailbone being pulled up and pushing down through our heels, trying to get them onto the ground. Now we're going to lift our right foot up high into the sky and then bring it forward and place it down on the right hand. We're going to come up to warrior one. This pose, our back foot is at a 45 degree. Our front foot is facing straight ahead. We're trying to keep our hips and our shoulders square over our front foot, and a slight bend in our front foot, not more than 90 degrees. Inhale, we're going to reach all the way up and hold this just for 3 breaths. Inhale, head open up to the side, warrior two, and step back a little bit farther. Now your back leg should be perpendicular to your front leg, forming a 90-degree angle. Again, pushing, bending through your front leg, and again, not more than 90 degrees, and trying to rotate our back leg out so that our knee isn't falling in, but we're really rooted through the outside of our back foot. Our knee is coming straight forward. Inhale. Now out, gazing over our front hand, and 3 breaths here. Next inhale, we're going to flip our front hand, bring our back hand either behind our back or gently resting on our knee. Exhale. And then back for a stretch through your side body. You should not be putting too much on your back leg, especially do not put any weight on your knee. If you'd like to place your hand either on your calf or your thigh, that is also fine, or for a gentler stretch, just behind you. All right. Inhale, we're going to come back through warrior two, placing our right hand either up of our right knee or on the ground, or if you have a block, this is a great time to be on a block. Placing it down on the ground, inhaling up to the sky, and letting our hand, our left arm come over us. Follow our gaze into the exit side angle. Next inhale, we're going to come back up through warrior two. Bring our feet a little bit closer together. Keeping this, our right foot pointed forward, and extend our arms out. Inhale, exhale, pull your right arm over your right side and bring it down, either to rest just right in front of your ankle. If you'd like for a little bit of support, you can place your hand on your calf, but don't place it on your ankle or your knee. If you have a block, this is also a great time for a block, or you can place your hand on the ground, but try not to be too reliant on supporting yourself that way. Really try to hold yourself up through your core. We're going to come to our triangle pose and trying to keep our front body aligned, really our shoulders aligned with our hips if possible, and dropping our ribs, extending our left arm up the sky and gazing up. Feel a stretch through your left side body and also through your right hamstring. Stay here and breathe. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up. And now we're going to come back to a twisted side ankle pose. So our left ankle to come up off the ground, bending forward. We're going to inhale, bring our arms up. Exhale, open to the side. Yeah, open to the side. And placing our left hand on the inside of our right foot, opening up to the other side. If you'd like, you can also place your right hand on, or your left hand on your right knee. and come up through here, or if you have a block, this is a great time. If you'd like a slightly deeper stretch, go ahead and bend your elbow, hook it over your right knee, and twist in your back, either keeping your hands in heart position. Oops. I wanted to show you that, but that was hard. From this position, twisting over, staying in heart, hands up for center. Or you can go ahead and open up and follow your gaze up over your left, over your right hand, and continue to breathe deeply. Inhale, go ahead and release out of this pose. And go ahead and exhale back into downward facing dog. Take a moment to check with your body with tension. At this point in the practice, see how the right side of your body might be feeling different than the left side of your body. And get ready because we're gonna do the same thing on the left. So inhale, bring your left leg all the way up, stretch it out. Inhale, bring it forward. Our left foot is on the inside of our left body. We're gonna come up to warrior one and hold this for 3 counts. Breathing deeply through your nose. And inhale and open up to warrior two, and your back foot is now perpendicular to your front, gazing over your left finger, bending and rotating that back knee out. Inhaling deeply. The next inhale, go ahead and flip your front hand and placing head and bend back. Gentle side stretch. And inhale, we're going to come back through warrior two. We're going to place our left elbow either on our left knee or on the ground behind us. We're going to inhale and extend our right arm over our heads, putting our gaze follow our middle finger, and keeping our shoulders away from our ears. Next inhale, we're going to come back up, back through warrior two. Bring our feet a little bit closer together. We're going to come to triangle pose. So inhale, extend out. Exhale, we're going to let our left hand pull us down over our left leg and drop our hand either in front of our ankle, on the ground, if you'd like on your calf, or if you have a block, this is a great time to support yourself that way. And twisting our body out so that our shoulders are as in line with our hips as we can get them. Gonna inhale, bring our hand up to the sky, following our gaze up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, we're gonna relax. So we're gonna twist forward, go ahead and come to a runner's lunge-like position. We're gonna push up and we're gonna get ready for our extended side twist. We're gonna do this a little bit, we can come into this a little bit differently, actually. So you can either place your right elbow on your left knee and twist upwards that way. Or you can place your left hand on the ground next to your right hand on the ground next to your left foot on the inside and twist up that way with your exhale. Or looking for a slightly deeper stretch, we can do what we did on the other side, which was taking our right elbow, twisting it over, over our left knee and bringing our hands toward center, keeping that back leg straight, and either staying here or exhaling, opening up, and feeling that really deep twist. Wherever you are, just go ahead and stay here for a little bit. If you have a block, this is also a really good position for a block. And exhale, we're going to slowly come out of that pose. Oh, well, that's an extra. Actually, if you want to do that, go ahead and bend onto your back knee. Flexing your front foot, getting that nice stretch through your back hamstring. And bring your legs back together. Let's do that on the other side, just for a good measure. Remember, we were in a close runner's lunge and we bent back, straightening that front foot. And bending down. I'm going to go ahead, just come back to a seated position on the ground. Just go ahead and lay all the way down, flat on the ground, shoulder blades down, feet flat on the floor. And see if you can get your fingertips to just touch the back of your feet, your heels. Your head should be facing straight up, looking straight at the ceiling. Really don't twist in this, it'll not do you any good. And do a really gentle back bend. From here, we're going to inhale, exhale, and then the next inhale, we're going to lift our hips up to wherever is comfortable so we're balanced on our shoulders. We're going to gently maneuver our shoulders under so that we can interlace our fingers and push up a little bit further. Take a few breaths here. And exhale. All the way down. Windshield wiper your feet back and forth. Your knees fall to one side and then fall to the other. Inhale, bring your knees in. Exhale, stretch them out in front of you. Inhale, let's bring our left knee in. Foot in towards our chest, and exhale, we're going to cross it over to our right side, stacking our hips. Opening our shoulders to the other side, following our gaze over our left hand. Inhale, come back to center and extend. Same on the other side. Inhale, bring your right leg in. Exhale, bend it over to the left. And let your gaze follow your right hand on the other side. Try and keep both shoulders on the ground while your hips twist up. Next inhale, we're going to come back to center. Put your leg in and release it out. And go ahead, we're going to lie down in Shavasana. Putting our legs up a little bit, letting our knees and toes fall out to the side. So positioning your shoulders are on the ground, your head is, I have a ponytail in. Your head is relaxed, your chin is relaxed, your arms are facing up. Take a deep breath and release. Check in with your body, see if you're feeling any different than you were at the beginning of the practice. Check in with your intention. And check in with your breath. Your eyes closed. Let every muscle in your body relax. Your jaw, your forehead, your eyes. Your fingers and your hands and your arms completely relaxed. Feel like it, go ahead and roll over to your left, your right side. Move your side and come to a fetal position, resting your head on your elbow. When you're ready, go ahead and inhale. Push yourself up. Come to a comfortable seated position. Back in our original position, check in with yourself, see if you feel any different than you did at the beginning of your practice. Check in with points of tension. See if you can carry this intention with you into the rest of your day and the rest of your week. As we're here, bring our hands to heart center. Say thanks to your body, to yourself, to your God, to your mat. And I thank you for practicing with me. This is late, but if you guys have any feedback or questions, feel free to write something whenever you want. I would love to hear from you. And I hope you all have a great day and a great week. And for more yoga. Thanks so much. Bye.